Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here and welcome to another Sega Wall Lockdown Isolation Special. We're nearly 4 weeks into this lockdown, guys. It's mental, innit? Kinda getting used to it, but it's all still so surreal what's going on in the world. But we are here. The retro community is here. And, wow, we've just got to keep entertained, guys. Keep communicating while we're in this lockdown. And, yeah, we're sticking with the Sega Saturn, guys. I've just been playing the Saturn loads. Really fallen back in love with the Saturn. Because it's been, as I've said in the previous videos, it's been a few months since I've really played the Saturn. And having it set up again, even though it's only temporarily in its setup, I'm absolutely loving it. I've got 5 more really nostalgic games. I hope you're not bored of the Sega Saturn yet, because I certainly ain't. And yeah, there's definitely another video to go with the Sega Saturn after this one, because I want to focus it on my Japanese Sega Saturn collection, because I really do love the Japanese library of games. And we're going to pick some exclusives out of that in a future video. I might do it a bit different, as my Japanese library of games isn't massive. We might be able to squeeze a video in where I show them all off and then we'll play a few games at the end of it. I'm just thinking outside the box, guys, really. But yeah, I hope you're all keeping well. It's like a roller coaster, really, for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's very up and down emotionally. One day I'm on a high and I'm really buzzing. And like I said, I've been really getting stuck into the Sega Saturn. And then other days, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do anything. Me and my daughter will just sit and watch TV and veg out, you know. And yeah, it's strange times, but I hope everyone's doing really well. Where do we begin? Where we always begin. 3 more shout-outs, guys. 3 more amazing channels to give you all some extra content, I hope. And yeah, you find someone else that you can relate with and enjoy their content. Now, these are 3 bigger YouTubers. Like I said, big and small. I'm going to shout them out. And 2 of these guys are this is what it's all about for me, before I shout them out. Yeah, the whole reasons for me getting into YouTube was the community. Finding out that there was this strong UK base for the retro community. And for me, that what's most important above everything else in the grand picture and scheme of things, is to meet like-minded people. And boy, have I done that, going to Revival and some of the gaming markets, just to meet fellow YouTubers, fellow collectors, viewers. It's been fantastic, and I've made some really, really good friends, some genuine friends. And this guy has done an awful lot for me, for my channel, for my collection, for my mental health, the support this man has given me. And that's TootyUK. He's slowed up somewhat on his videos, but he's getting back into it. And he's recently put a lockdown special down, so go and check that out, guys. But what is there to say about Tooty? He is the man at the top of the retro community in my eyes, and he is the man that's always there at every single event, every single meetup. He makes everyone feel absolutely welcome. He's a tremendous guy, Stu. He really is. And I love his YouTube channel. Absolutely brilliant. He can pick up any old crap. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's the story he tells with it. He sits there in the blast furnace, as he calls it. What a collection the guy's got. Absolutely amazing collection. He's a completist. He's got many full sets. And yeah, a truly great content. And if you're not familiar with Tooty, which I'm sure everyone that watches me is, you've got a mass library of videos to watch. And many stories does old Tooty tell. So TootyUK, absolutely amazing friend and a great channel. And likewise for the next guy, I can remember meeting This guy, 2 or 3 years ago at Revival, and again, an absolutely amazing bloke, a really true friend, and yeah, he's been a massive support to me with what I've gone through, and that is Alex, Nintendo Arcade. Yes, you say Nintendo Arcade. I do have some passion for the Nintendo, and Alex's passion just shines through in his channel. He absolutely has the buzz, the excitement and everything retro, and he loves his arcade machines, and it's something that I've delved into in the last year or so with getting the Operation Wolf cab, and now I've got this set up. There's going to be more arcade cabs coming here, there definitely is, and I can chat with Alex for absolutely hours. He's a great guy, he really is. And with Tooty, they're both massive community players. They do so much for the scene and for all these meetups, events, you know, Revival, the UK VAC stuff that Alex does. It's just absolutely tremendous. And they are the true spirits and true community players. And yeah, that's a massive shout out to Nintendo Arcade. What a channel. I think his passion for Nintendo equals my passion for Sega. Let's put it like that. And then finally, a completely different guy, Bill Thorpe. I've chatted to Bill quite a lot. He's well into his art. He's an artist. And I come from quite an arty background as well. So we have quite a lot in common. He loves horror films as well. The 80s classics. Which, talk to Bill for hours about those. And yeah, his channel, Games Made of Cardboard. A really great concept. He's done Doom. He's done Sonic. He's done Mario games. He makes them all entirely out of cardboard. Great concept, really awesome idea, and I know it takes this guy absolute hours to make these really short films. He's, like I said, got a massive passion for films. He recently done Alien, Made of Cardboard, which was fantastic, but Sonic, that's the one, mate, Bill, that's the one. So yeah, there's 3 more channels, guys. Can't recommend them enough. Their content is amazing, it really is. So if by any chance you have not heard of these 3 guys, go and check them out. So guys, here we go. We're going to go on to 5 more Saturn games. This is just so easy. This is just so easy to do. There's just so much nostalgia for me with the Saturn, and it was a massive part of my early adult life. So it really is easy, and so many memories. I'm going to start with sort of kind of a fighter, I think, and it was really tough to pick a 3D fighter on the Saturn because there's so many of them that holds so many memories, so much banter, so many head-to-head 2-player battles with mates. But one that we really fondly liked and had a bit of a different concept, and that is Fighting Vipers. A game that's kind of overlooked really now. The series died on the Dreamcast, unfortunately. It's an AM2 game, and for the time it was gorgeous, you know. Me and my mates absolutely adored Virtua Fighter. We really did. Loved the gameplay style of that game. Loved the visuals. But for those that like Tekken and the more arcadey, faster paced sort of fighter, and more easier game to get into, and that's Fighting Vipers for me. And I love the concept that you've got armour, and when you target certain areas of that person, punching them in the chest or going for the legs, you'll damage their armour, remove their armour, and then make them really vulnerable, which adds a lot of depth to the gameplay. It really does. You've also got the rings, so you can ring them out, smash them through the fences and the like, and I can remember having hours of fun with this game. Fighting Vipers, guys. So there's number 1. And then next up, a game that I can remember reading about this in the magazines and thinking, my God, what is this game all about? And that game is Guardian Heroes. a Treasure game, so instantly appealed to me because Treasure were a powerhouse in the 90s. They peaked instantly with Gunstar Heroes. They also done the McDonald's game, Treasure Adventure or whatever it's called, I can't remember its name, on the Mega Drive, and Dynamite Headdy. So they already had an amazing catalogue of games on the Mega Drive. They really did hit the ground running, and Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn was a true exclusive that just blew me away. It really did. It's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up brawler, but it's got an RPG element to the game, which really made it stand out. And it's not the longest of games, but you just keep playing through. You've got different paths you can take. And a style I really liked was the playing. You had 3 levels to the game, which you could go up and down to fight in. And yeah, it's a really unique game, guys. Fantastic visuals, awesome art style, it really has. Yeah, it says on the back here, much more than just a beat 'em up, it really is. It's a perfect blend of action, adventure, hack, slash, and burn through hordes of androids, zombie warriors, goblins. You select your route for over 30 gripping levels or battle it out in frantic 6-player mode with over 45 characters to choose from. Honestly, this game is absolutely awesome multiplayer. A great game on your own. Loads of depth. The first brawler to have that first side-scrolling beat-em-up, to have depth to it like that. It really does. A fantastic game, guys. Highly recommend it. Guardian Heroes. Unfortunately, like a lot of my Saturn games, they're mostly complete, but they do have little blemishes. Like this one's got sticker damage in the corner, a bit of pen, but you know, it adds to the charm of the Sega Saturn. Those of you that collect for it will know that it is really hard to get a minty, because they just, over time, they've just really sort of diminished. And then we move on to a game that you will not hear me talk about this genre very often on my channel. Actually, I barely ever mention this genre because it's just not something that captured me back in the day. I'm quite an active guy that didn't have hours to dedicate just to one game. We played loads of games, and if I did want to dedicate that game, it was more action, arcade, fast-pacedness. So RPGs I don't really talk about that often because I've played most of them, to be fair, but just never played them all the way through. Not many gripped me and kept me until the bitter end, except for a game on the Mega Drive, The Story of 4, also known as Beyond Oasis. And me and my mates could not wait for the sequel on the Sega Saturn, and that's The Story of 4 2. This game just upped it. It was a beautiful looking RPG on the Mega Drive, and it plays very similar to Zelda, that top-down RPG, live-action RPG, which is the only way I can really play an RPG, to be fair. And yeah, I absolutely love this. The graphics are gorgeous. The animations are amazing. Looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. It really does. And the sequel really didn't disappoint us. We played it all the way through to the end. And I just thought I'd bring in The Story of 4 2 because it is a genre of games that there's not many I can say that I've played all the way through to the end. The only Zelda game that I absolutely adored, and it's going to be really controversial, is The Wind Waker. I absolutely loved that game. Played it all the way through on the GameCube. And yes, I did have a Wii U, guys, and I purchased it again for that and played it all the way through again. So, you know, there is certain RPGs that grab me, and The Story of 4 2, absolutely superb RPG. If anyone tells you that you can't get a decent action RPG on the Sega Saturn, are lying to you guys. This is an awesome game, it really is. And then, next up, the two other games had really mixed. I can remember blowing significant amounts of money on these games. getting home and actually being really disappointed until I got into them. And first up, we've got Golden Axe the Duel. Now, this game, I can remember purchasing it. I got it in a sale, so it wasn't full price. I think I paid like about 30 quid for it. In game or electronics boutique, as it was known back then. Just thinking, yeah, Golden Axe on the Saturn, that's going to be amazing. Hadn't done my homework on it, had not checked up. It was a spur of the moment purchase, I remember that. And then when I got home, loaded it in and see that it was a 2D fighter, which there's plenty of 2D fighters on the Saturn at that time, and I was just a bit like, I wanted Golden Axe. But once I got over that disappointment, it actually captures the Golden Axe universe really well, and it's got all the characters in there from the Golden Axe universe. It really has. And it's actually a really, really good looking, solid 2D fighter. Often overlooked on the Sega Saturn because, like I said, the Saturn was flooded with so many amazing 2D fighters. We're gonna show some amazing 2D fighters that left Golden Axe by the wayside on the Japanese Sega Saturn especially. But yeah, me and my mates, we really did enjoy this game for the time. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful graphics. Lovely 2D graphics on this. So yeah, Golden Axe the Duel, guys. Not mentioned enough in this day and age. It really isn't mentioned enough. It's sort of been forgotten in time. And then finally, a series of games that, you know, were massive to me growing up. And it went all the way through from the arcade to the Spectrum to the Master System. Oh my God, on the Mega Drive, I absolutely loved them and just couldn't wait. I ignored the magazines on this when they were being harsh with it. And I went out and bought, day of release, Shinobi X. Was I disappointed? Somewhat, to be fair. It doesn't play quite as well, and it doesn't flow and is not as smoothly animated and doesn't play as gorgeous as the others. But Shinobi X on the Sega Saturn, I stuck with this game, I really did. And it's got a charm about it. It's got them digitised graphics which were massive in the mid-90s after the tremendous success of Mortal Kombat and the games like that. We saw a lot of games coming out like this, and the FMV intro to this game alone is absolutely amazing. It's so cheesy, so bad that I absolutely love it. And it kind of just melts through the whole game, the cheesiness and the whole... Yeah, you've got to play it, guys. You really have. And I remember me and my mates, again, a bit like other sort of adventure games like this, we took it in turns to do a level. We sat there and we finished this game together. And so many great memories of Shinobi X. There really is some really great levels in it. It's just the gameplay mechanics let it down slightly. It's a little bit stodgy and a bit fiddly. But once you get over that, and get over the disappointment that this wasn't the Shinobi game we all wanted, it weren't bad. Shinobi X. And the Japanese version of this actually has the original soundtrack. They changed it, I believe, on the PAL and US releases. But yeah, a fantastic game, guys. I really, really love it. And I've got loads of memories for it. And I thought I'd mention it just because of that utter disappointment of spending 45 quid, I think it was, on this game. And just thinking, yeah, the magazines are right. This game isn't as good as I was hoping. But then I found that love for this game and stuck with it. So there we go, guys. There's 5 more Sega Saturn games. Wow, belters, guys. There really is. Let's get over to that console desk. Let's play some Sega Saturn. Right, guys, we're at the console desk. TootyUK's given me some advice and some good advice into how to clean this port. So hopefully this is working a lot better, guys. So thanks for that, Stu. It's done a treat. The 3 games I've chosen is Golden Axe the Duel, Shinobi X, Guardian Heroes, because in these style of videos, guys, they're going to work really well, hopefully, just to have that quick blast. So let's zoom in to the PVM and let's get playing, guys. Here we go, guys. First up, Guardian Heroes. It's been a long time since I've played this. Yes, we want to continue. Not going to show you all of this, guys, just a little bit. Gorgeous, gorgeous animation. We'll just go straight into story mode. It really has. I'm trying to think the last time I played Guardian Heroes. It's got to be a couple of years now, guys. So just hope I can do it. Some justice. So yeah, it's quite a bit of story involved because it's got like that RPG-ness to it. Gonna see if I can whiz through these. So basically we've got to kick these in. Sort them out. I've actually noticed there's a glitch at the bottom. This probably is because I'm running it on my Japanese Saturn, guys. I've only just noticed that at the bottom there. Interesting. Yeah, we have got a nasty glitch there, guys. That's a real shame, that is. I'll just show you a little bit of the game. So you level up. B to swipe. Like a smaller attack. And then C does the big attack. There's loads of different moves you can learn. You can dash. And then the shoulder buttons, like I tried to explain, you move the different fields up and down the screen. I'm really gutted that the screen is glitching out there. Let me know in comments, guys, if you do know whether that is because I'm running this on a Japanese Saturn, possibly. It's very, very rare that I will really get my PAL Saturn out. It's so minty, my PAL Saturn. I don't tend... I'm not actually sure where I'm supposed to be going here, guys. Let's go back this way. There you can see I've moved right up into the full screen here. It's close to the screen. A is block. Using a special move there. So this is a game that uses all 6 buttons of the pad. But yeah, a great game, guys. And obviously you won't get the glitch if you're using your standard PAL Saturn. You can see it moves absolutely amazing. And there's 30 different levels, 30 different ways to go. What's your memories of Guardian Heroes, guys? Let me know in comments down below. Are you a fan of this game? It's a little bit of a Marmite game, I believe. There's people that don't kind of get it, and people that adore it. You know, you either love it or hate it, this game. That's how it was back in the day anyway. There's an awful lot of depth to this game, there really is. So yeah, we're going to leave it there, guys, because of these glitches we've got going on. Here we go, guys. Next up, we've got Shinobi X. Let's just hope this runs smoothly. Like I said, I've not played Guardian Heroes probably since I had my PAL Saturn set up. Absolutely love the cheesiness of this intro movie. Fantastic. I'm going to get straight into it, guys. Fingers crossed we don't get any issues here. Stage 1 start. Apart from the visual differences, this plays just like Shinobi, if I remember rightly. I think it incorporates most of the buttons though. Yeah, see, now you can block. Love that animation of chopping them in half and the blood spray. What's your memories of this? The A button allows you to throw your typical ninja knives. You could see what Sega was trying to do with this, you know, because, you know, the 32-bit era was a strange one, you know, we all love 2D, but back then they were just trying to get away from it. They used magic there unnecessarily. Look at that. Oh. I actually really like this style now, I really do. I remember being disappointed with it back in the day. Later on you really do have to master the block, if I remember rightly. And here we go with the first boss. Oh! And he got me. Let's give him another go. Come on. Let's sort him out. Try to get in between that. He's going to do that spin again. Got me. Oh. Oh, I thought I just avoided that. Oh, come on. We've got to beat this guy. I'm sure there was more to my arsenal, isn't there? Where's my magic attacks? Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, just managed to avoid that. Oh, come on. Yes, we've done it. Stage 1 clear. Just love the little movie scenes. Kind of reminiscent of the Mega CD. We'll just show a little bit of stage 2. Yes, that's what I remembered as well. It's more of a Shinobi setting with the trees. Love that. We get to go up now. Commands a high price, this game, on the PAL. So how do we get up there? Oh no! Here we go, got to get up there. Loads of different magic you collect in this. Nearly dead, guys. But yeah, let me know in comments, guys, what you thought of Shinobi X. Were you disappointed with this game? Is it a worthy one in the series? I think so. Oh, I really like Shinobi X. Definitely not the best Shinobi, but it's up there. So let's move on to the next one, guys. So here we go, guys. Here is Golden Axe the Duel. Bitterly disappointed that it wasn't the Golden Axe. I was expecting a side-scroll and beat 'em up like the Mega Drive releases in the arcade. Unfortunately, it's a 2D fighter, but once I got over that disappointment, I really did quite enjoy this game. It's a great little fighter. Captures the Golden Axe universe really well. Beautiful graphics, lovely art in this. Really, you've got Kane, Milan, Gilius, Zuma, Jam, Death Adder, Keel, Doc, Green, Pancho. I want to be someone we know. We'll go for the old warrior. Eden, turn that down, please. Look at those graphics, guys. Unfortunately, because this is a temporary setup, my PVM doesn't fit the whole screen in. It's a little bit out. But yeah, it plays very similar to Street Fighter controls. You've got the little blue imps. If you notice, they run across the bottom of the screen so you can collect the magic and stuff. Nice environments. The only criticism I will say of this game is the music is extremely loud to each stage and not very good. If I'm honest with you, it's a little annoying. I love the 2D sprite scaling in this, just like an SNK fighter. It kind of zooms in on the action, which is really good. Not an overly complex game. Some lovely animations, guys. Let's just hope the next stage hasn't got really great music, because that was getting on my tits. I don't know about you guys. Oh, and we're up against Gilius. The dwarf. Yeah, what's your memories of Golden Axe Duel? Did you play this on the Sega Saturn back in the day? Did it pass you by? With all the 2D fighters out there? I think this one did many. Oh. Oh, and I got taken out by the dwarf, guys. Look at him stroking his beard. Love the animations. Oh. Oh, the broadsword came into light there and helped me out a bit. Went a bit quiet there, had to concentrate. Yeah, they definitely got the mix wrong in the sound in this game. you got me. But there we go, guys. There's Golden Axe the Duel. And for the sheer and utter disappointment of Guardian Heroes, I'm going to put a bit of Fighting Vipers on, guys. Why not, eh? Let's do it. I'm going to go straight into arcade mode. I can't remember the character I used to be in this a lot. Remember my mate being Picky. I'm going to be Raxel because he looks real 80s glam rock.
Let the action begin. Go!
Yes, this was the guy. I remember his electric guitar. That's it, get in. Can remember this game looking stunning, but a lot of these games haven't fared too great visually nowadays. Got a lot of glitching going on here as well, which I can't remember that in the game, to be quite honest. Look at that. Polygons disappearing on us again. I think that's because I'm playing it through the pseudo cart and on my Japanese Saturn, guys, because I can't remember it being that bad. We've bashed some of his armour off now, so it's made him really vulnerable. And he's gone. So there's a bit of Fighting Vipers just to show you guys, so this video don't go on too long. I'm Sega Zombie, and until the next time, goodbye.